Hi guys. So CSA number 10. Look at that. It got bigger again, more greens. I'm so excited. We are coming to the end of the summer, but I did sign up for the fall CSA, which is 8 weeks starting in October. And I think I only have maybe 2 more CSAs left for the summer produce. But such wonderful, wonderful things here and some new stuff. So bok choy is back. This is a big one. I just grabbed the first one I could see. So bok choy's back. It's like a cabbage. And you slice it and saute it like a cabbage. I've roasted it also. A little bit of soy sauce, really tamari sauce, or the coconut aminos, liquid aminos. Same kind of thing. So if I say soy sauce, it's just to make it sound easier. But really, really delicious. And then kale's back. I love and I miss kale. So kale, I love doing it with the Holy Quartet, which is olive oil, salt, pepper, and garlic. Fresh garlic or garlic powder. I saute it and I've eaten it with eggs or on the side of whatever kind of meat I'm making. Oh, and I put some nutritional yeast on it. So, so, so good. One of the farmers had suggested that recipe for collards and greens, cooking greens such as kale. So delicious. It's actually, I love that recipe even more so with the collards. And on their email, they said that they are planting more collards. So that is definitely coming once the cooler weather comes. Got one big zucchini. And then I got 3 eggplants. These are like a light purple. Again, you've seen it in other videos. I love to slice them really thin with a mandolin, egg, bread, and fry, and make eggplant parmesan like that. So I layer sauce, layer sauce, layer sauce. Top layer gets the sauce and the cheese. So good when they're thinly sliced like that. That is the best way. I love eating eggplant parmesan. And then acorn squash is here. I saw a recipe. I gotta remember, I think it was from the Daily Connoisseur. She sliced the acorn squash, took the seeds out, put butter and maple syrup on the inside, and bake them. And so I definitely want to try that with the acorn squash. A lot of times I just make soup, and here's a butternut squash. So a lot of times I just make soup. I chop it up. Did I ever post? I gotta see if I've ever posted that recipe. I don't think I did, but I chop it up, saute onions, carrots, and celery. That's always the base of soups. And then I add the butternut squash, some chicken stock or vegetable stock. Let that all simmer and get soft, and then you blend the crap out of it. Add your seasoning, salt, pepper, butternut squash and acorn squash. Sometimes I mix the two together because they do have similar tastes when they're cooked like that. And then they're really good with a little bit of cinnamon and sugar on top to give it more of a sweet flavoring. A friend of mine had put some, I believe, cumin and cilantro. Oh my God. So there's so many things you could do with it, but that's the soup I like to make with the butternut squash and the acorn squash. But I am going to try roasting the acorn squash with that maple syrup and butter. Daily Connoisseur, she did that in one of her recipes. And then lettuce, we got lettuce back. So some of these were small, so we got green and red leaf lettuce. So we were able to pick a couple of the small, oh, that's not lettuce, sorry. So 2 of the little small ones, and then I got a little bit bigger one of the green leaf. And then these are like white, well, half white, half red radishes. They're so teeny tiny, so cute. Very, very good for the liver, detox the liver. And then the radish greens, I think you can do something with that. Put them in a stock, which I'm gonna throw them in a Ziploc and freeze them for when I wanna make some stock. Got some tomatoes. They were really abundant on the tomatoes. This one's called a zebra tomato. Pretty interesting, but I love taking the different colors. When I don't eat them fast enough, I do put them in sauce. Oh, and I did miss something over here. So this is sweet potato greens. So this is the greens from the sweet potatoes that are growing. And they say you cook them up like spinach. So they're tender. They're not like kale, so they're tender. So I'm going to try to do that, to saute that up as well with the Holy Quartet. And eat that with eggs or on the side of meat. And then over here, herb of the week. Damn. Where'd it go? Okay. Herb of the week, basil. I love the smell of basil. Put it in sauce, of course, or I dry it up for my Italian seasoning blend. These are so good. I've been eating them. And then shishito peppers. Love shishito peppers. I'm the only one that eats them. I would have taken more, but I'm like, you know what? I'm the only one that eats them. So I love sauteing them with some avocado oil in a pan, and then you just drizzle on the liquid aminos, coconut aminos, tamari sauce, soy sauce, whatever you have. So good. There it is. Okay. And then green beans, a nice bag of green beans. These are not the long ones, they're the normal size one. And then we got some okra again. Nice. And then they made a lot of salsa, so they've been giving me tons of salsa, which I've been freezing. And this is a strange one. Let me get back to that. But tomato jam, this time a small jar of tomato jam, which I've not tried yet. Gotta try it. And then this, I was like, what is this? And she said, it's Himalayan sea salt. And I said, really? And she must have seen the question mark over my head as to why this is in a farm. And she said, someone they partner with, some other company they partner with, they made something. I forgot what they were making, but they had tons of sea salt left over. So they gave them a whole bunch of bags of sea salt to give to the CSA members. So that's pretty cool. But that's it for number 10. Oh my God, I only have like 2 left. But for those who do not know what a CSA is, a CSA stands for Community Supported Agriculture. In every state, you have some local farms. You buy a share of the farm, and they're usually organic farms. A lot of times they're not labeled as organic because it's very pricey to label themselves as organic, but they still do practice organic methods of farming. So they are an organic farm, and you buy a share, and in turn and it's annual. So you buy a share every year, and in turn you get a portion of the harvest on a weekly basis during their growing season, primarily from spring to fall. And then some some do a fall CSA. Sorry about that. So it actually, I believe it generates more money for the farm than them going to a farmer's market, from what I heard. But you get food in season, produce in season, organically grown. So you're eating the color of the rainbow in its season when it's at its most nutrient. It can't get any better than that. And you get to try so many different things that a farm will grow that you'll never find in a supermarket. It is cool that this very green movement is coming about, and you're starting to see more other options, like turmeric is starting to come out in the supermarkets and stuff like that. So there are, different types of mushrooms. So there is a movement for health and wellness in our produce, and you're starting to see that in the supermarket. But you don't see purple okra in supermarkets, or these little half white, half red, don't know what they are, radishes, or zebra tomatoes. So, or even these half white, half purple eggplant. So, you do get an abundant variety of produce to try. And it's amazing. I've been doing it for years. I've been doing it since 2009. It's pretty much about 2009. 10 years already. Look at that. But yes, I hope, and you can find them. I forgot the website. I'll look for it and link it below. Localharvest.org, I believe it's called. But yes, I hope I inspired you, and I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.